Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey y'all. So today's recording is going to be shot in this angle. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the sun is piercing through my window, and every time the sun is out, I do my best to get in it. So I won't be sitting in my seat. I will be leaning across my bed, stretched across so that my face is in the sun and so we can have this conversation. All right. All right. This video is about how I did not know that I was pregnant. Let's get into this. I was always the type of person who always found it fascinating how a mother, a woman could be carrying a child, a seed, a soul inside of her and not be aware that it was there. I would hear stories of people saying how they had no idea that they were pregnant until like 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, 5 months. And I used to be like, how did she not know? What was Sis's attention on that she was not in tune with what was happening within her body? Well, now I can see how that's possible because now I am one of those women, those mothers too, who was pregnant, carrying a whole seed and didn't know. Y'all, I had no clue. So let me tell you some of the backstory as to why, okay? You know from the last two stories that I went on a coconut water fast. So throughout that time, I'm cleansing emotionally, spiritually, men, mentally, and physically, right? I'm just clearing things out. It's filled with so many emotions. During that time, it was a very stressful, emotional time for me. I felt like I was going crazy. I felt like my emotions were on an all-time high, like the highest that they've ever been in my entire life. Now, I want to say that because I was just so stressed, my mind was not on me per se, that I was just not in tune. And the fact that I was pregnant, it came to me as a surprise. Like when I say a surprise, a surprise. A lot of people have asked me, how many weeks am I? When is the baby due? And it feels kind of like embarrassing to say, like, I don't know. I don't know. We are both gonna have to find out when it's time because I didn't know. And I was not keeping up with my period trackings. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get into that. For about the past maybe 4 years, I've been tracking my period in my calendar. So I track in when it begins, when it ends, and sometimes I track symptoms, but because I've been tracking for a long time, I pretty much know my symptoms. A couple are, I seem to be easily irritated maybe 1 to 2 days prior, crave sweets 24 hours prior. Sometimes I have like a mild backaches, but that's not all the time. And then the fluids in my private, that also changes too. So I pretty much go off of that. However, in the month of December, I missed a tracking. I don't know how, y'all. I'm telling you, it's probably because that month I was just so stressed. There was a lot of changes just happening all at once. And so I'm thinking that that's why I did not track December's period. But I'm telling you, I can look back into my calendar from 2024, 2023, 2022, and I could tell you when my period came on, when it ended, and the length. But for December of 2024, the calendar is blank, y'all. So I came to the conclusion of two possible due dates as to when the baby or babies will arrive. The first one is calculating the November period as my last one. So with that, if that is the case, then I will be having an August baby. Ooh, a summer baby, y'all. I've been wanting to have a summer one because I don't have any. I have a fall, a winter, and then one like a couple weeks before spring, but I don't have one in the summer. So this one will most likely be in the summertime. Woo! And then my next calculation is based on if my last period was in December. So about the December month, I bled. However, I'm not sure if that was implantation bleeding on top of just being stressed, but I bled in December, but it was 2 weeks after my period was supposed to come. So that's what makes me think that the bleeding in December was implantation bleeding, which I've never had that before, but I know that that is a thing. I've looked it up and sometimes it happens. So if that month, December, was actually a period and it just so happened to come late, then the baby would probably be here towards the end of September. But if December was not an actual period, but it was just implantation bleeding, then I will be having a baby more so in August or babies. I'm open to how many wants to pop out that. So for other people who have been asking me, y'all, it's either August or September. We will see. I will take all of y'all along the process. But the fact that I did not know, me speaking of the fact that I had no clue that I was pregnant, my mom also told me that she didn't have a clue when she was pregnant with me. She said that she didn't know until she was about 8 months. And I used to be like, Mom, how not? Like, how could you not tell that I was in there? She didn't know and she was just out partying still, clubbing. I'm grateful that I turned out all right. But yeah, my mom, she didn't know either. So now I'm like, wow, like now I am one of those moms who didn't know. If you are a mom out there, if you plan to be a mom, don't feel bad if you also didn't know, because it happens. Like, I found myself actually like questioning, how couldn't I not know? And to a certain extent, I was beginning to like take it in a negative way. Like, oh my gosh, like how couldn't you not know? Like, you're supposed to be a divine goddess, woman, spiritual, in tune, in alignment, and all of these things, and you couldn't even sense that you were carrying a baby. So I had to just give myself some grace and just continue to see the positives in this whole experience and learn from them and move forward. May this help somebody out there. The next video would be about our vasectomy experience. So I love y'all. Stay tuned. If you like this video, y'all, please put a thumbs up, subscribe, because it helps me to receive more traction to my page, especially because I've been off of it for quite some time. Help a sis out. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all next video. Mwah. Oh, and I feel so professional with my mic.